Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be reacting to terrifying things caught in Texas. By unpopular notes, I'll leave their link to their channel as well as this video if you want to go back and look at more of their videos if you enjoy it. But yeah, so we're reacting with Shy Jack here. Say what's up.
Penis.
Okay. Okay. All right, so let's get right into it.
There's a saying, things are bigger in Texas. That goes for everything, even things that go bump in the night. Today we have clips of some disturbing things caught in Texas, from wildfires to robberies to the downright otherworldly. Insane things happen all over the world, no matter where you are. But putting up a microscope and looking at just one place will
that shit like
sometimes
a hurt.
expose much more than you
Yeah,
imagine.
right, that shit had to hurt.
Make sure you watch to the end to see what I mean. Sudden pawn shop holdup. No one ever goes to work expecting an interaction to go south. These men walk in, one after the other, into a pawn shop in Houston and immediately come charging into the store. The camera seems to linger on one man who seems to be keeping a lookout, watching for any passerby. The camera pans to the register where an armed man jumps on the counter, pointing a gun.
Why does that one guy not have a mask on though? It's pretty brain dead, right?
I mean, both of them don't have masks. Two of them.
Really? Wow, that is dumb.
Cashier's face. The cashier quickly complies, opening his record and allowing the men to get to the money. They pull the cashier off camera and quickly make their way back out towards the door. The lookout is standing by, ready to pull the door when his two counterparts are running. The men had their faces mostly obscured because they knew better, likely to avoid detection. But the lookout was holding his shirt up, having forgotten his covering at home.
Man,
Group storms a
can't forget the covering, huh?
gun shop.
The first guy had nothing, dude.
Right.
This group moves quickly, with some level of practice, unfortunately all too ready to storm this gun shop in Texas. They set up a chain to the back of the truck and yank off the bars. There's a little pushback from the metal, but within next to no time they can yank off the gates. All the men running at once, jumping the counters and going for their guns and ammunition. They make their way through the store with some efficiency, which is essential given that they're on an extreme time limit. There's likely an alarm that's been tripped.
They're all grabbing like AR-15s and rifles and shit.
Jesus.
Yo.
Either from smashing the gates, the displays, or something else that's been tripped.
Oh my god.
The masked men go in and out, running back and forth and grabbing a few more things before escaping. They weren't caught either. Despite being clearly videotaped, the robbers got away with their gun store plunder.
Why that one guy run like that though?
Bank robber evades custody by dressing like a mummy.
What?
Any old face mask won't do.
Why that one guy run like that? Wait, hold up. Look at this guy right here.
Having a few more things before escaping.
Yo.
They weren't caught either. Despite being clearly videotaped, the robbers got away with their gun store plunder.
Damn.
Bank robber evades custody.
All of those guns
by
costing like more than like 100K.
like a mummy. Any old face mask won't do when trying to obscure your face. This man seemed to know that fact. He wrapped his head and hands in bandages. Even though he was clearly photographed, no stretch of the skin or identifying features were available to scrutinize. This bank robber is wanted by the FBI as he hid his identity so well that no one would be able to tell who he was even if they tried. Some people try to be as nondescript and difficult to remember as possible. This guy somehow achieved the same result with an opposite approach.
That's pretty smart.
Bank robbers on a wild car chase.
I'm not gonna cap.
When you're escaping a crime scene, there's often not enough time to think about your safety or the safety of people around you.
Wait, is he driving with no wheel?
Spike strip, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. But still, man. It's hard. I don't think you could turn like that unless like you drift, right?
No. There's a wheel. It's just he crashed and there's something caught in it.
Oh, that looks like it's like the wheel right there. I don't know what that is.
Bumper from bumper.
Maybe.
Robbers used what was essentially a falling apart vehicle to escape police custody.
No, it's a wheel.
Despite all signs pointing to this car being unable to handle it. First, the driver is blocked in by a truck with one wheel down to the rim.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't turn like that.
But he pushes through, continuing to drive on the metal rim until the car is basically lopsided. He keeps going, turning the car around and driving the opposite way. It looks as though the vehicle may have lost the police after him for a while, roughly when the vehicle begins sparking. It loses some metal from underneath, but it soldiers on. Eventually, the officers catch up to him, but he doesn't seem to show any signs of slowing down. Even when it drives through the median, it's not until the car begins smoking that the men inside try to switch cars. This doesn't move smoothly enough for anyone to escape, as the officers end the wild chase and descend on the robbers with no hesitation. Bank teller dissuades robber.
That's just dumb. Like, the person that you're trying to rob the car, like, he can just easily lock it, right? And you're not
Yeah,
in.
he did. He did.
Yeah, I mean, so you have to think about that first before actually doing it. But I guess, like, when you're in the situation, you're not really thinking, right? So, I mean, I guess
I mean,
it's one
you're
of those
robbing a
things.
Usually
bank.
robbers get the upper hand on.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things that it's just like you're in the moment, you're not really thinking, you're not, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen the ones where a guy would try to rob the store, but like he pulled the gun and it fell over the counter,
I seen that, yeah, and then what's it called?
and
The
they
guy
just
on the other
did.
side gets it, right?
Yeah.
Like the cashier.
Yeah, and
The
then
cashier
and
picks
then
it up.
just dips.
Yeah, right, just dips out. He tried jumping through the door as well. He saw that
Yeah.
GTA jumping through the door.
Tellers and cashiers. This is because most places instruct those handling cash that their lives are significantly more important than the money they're handling. This teller, however, didn't get the memo.
This is the guy St. Clair Shores police want to find. He's accused of trying to rob this Flagstar Bank at 9 and Harper on Wednesday afternoon.
The robber comes up acting casually as though he was a regular customer. The teller informs him it'll be a moment because she's helping customers in the drive-thru. His demeanor changes, yet she still instructs him to hold on. No matter if he's armed, she'll finish the work she's doing before handling him. The branch manager witnesses what seems to be an unpleasant interaction between the two of them, but before he can do it, the man rushes out. This might be a brave act or someone tired and just trying to do their job. The teller admittedly had dealt with a robbery at her last branch and thus was a bit braver and perhaps more confident in how she handled this. But like I said, most places advise against this as it can be a dangerous way to handle a robbery.
Thankfully, no one
Definitely
was hurt
didn't
in
have
this
the
case,
gun.
but police remind us all it doesn't always end like that.
Give them what they want. It's your life is absolutely not worth the risk of losing that over money or any property.
Home invasion robbery. It's always good to keep a camera if you feel like your space might not be safe.
At the L Apartments near the Met Center,
I don't know how he got in.
an intruder walked right into Jamie Buchanan's bedroom.
This man was informed by his roommate that a stranger was in his room.
He says, "There's a guy in your bedroom." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "There's a guy in your bedroom." That's when he turned around and looked and just kept on going.
The camera catches the moment the robber walks in, surveys, and zeroes in on a wallet. He moves quickly and with purpose, meaning he got away, but the confidence in which he moves is almost unnerving. The same robber committed 5 other nearly identical crimes and escaped in the same complex, meaning he's likely a resident who knows when and where to
Damn.
strike.
The exact same crime reported inside the same
How are you gonna
apartment
rob the
complex.
same houses in your development? That's just dumb.
I'm home. And the other guy was in his apartment. He was home.
This is why you need a gun.
That's brazen.
The camera catches it all, though with an obscured face, it
Shit,
doesn't really matter how.
that's for another video.
Home security cameras link robberies.
Ooh, I like this one.
Sometimes
I
doorbell
like
cameras
this.
are your first and last line of defense.
Police were able to get some pretty clear images of those suspects thanks to home
What's wrong
surveillance
with their
cameras. And they
face?
hope to warn residents to be on the lookout for these
Let's not
people
talk about it.
and anything suspicious happening in their neighborhoods.
This organized group of home invaders hit homes in what seemed like a safe,
Little
idyllic North
uneven.
Texas neighborhood.
It's alright, though.
There were 3 break-ins that week, almost identical, and 2 others pretty close.
South Lake police say her home isn't the only one that was hit. They're investigating 2 break-ins, one at a home on San Tropez on July 15th, and another home on Fairway View Terrace the very next day.
Surveillance systems are the only explicit videos of the crimes. Still, because of such technology's pervasive, widespread usage, police could get clear, direct footage of the robberies and connect 5 seemingly unrelated crimes
hold on, I
to
didn't
the
even
same
see that
band of
part.
thieves.
Video surveillance helped police connect those burglaries
They just
to 2
hopped in the
others
trunk?
that happened around the same time in
Yeah.
Keller and Louisville.
Fuck.
Without the technology, none of that would have been possible. While no one likes being surveilled, this is definitely a good use if there ever was one.
Cameras are really lifesavers. Like, they catch like, I'd say like nowadays they probably catch like almost like 100% of robberies, right? They got to.
Yeah.
Other than
Yeah.
that, it's probably like firsthand eye. You know, you're seeing it with your own eyes. But other than that, like cameras really do the job.
Well, if you think
Chaotic
about it, NASA has like super good cameras on the moon and shit, and like Mars.
Yeah.
Yet the bank cameras capture 2 frames in 1 second.
Right. Yeah, but the NASA ones cost probably like, you know, like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, you know?
Sure.
Obviously, they get the
But they're a
quality up
fucking
there.
bank.
Yeah, but sometimes banks don't make a lot of money. Do they?
Depends on the bank, I guess.
I'll pop a picture up how much average banks make, but I don't really know.
Invasion caught. Some break-ins are practice, and others feel like pure chaos. This ring camera footage
Ah,
captured
that
a moment
hurt,
when a man
bro.
without
I felt that.
hesitation rams through the glass
I
window
felt
of a
that,
front
bro.
door. He climbs through the
Oh wait,
new-
I think there's. Oh no, there's like a frame there that he stepped on. Maybe this is metal right here. Yeah, but there's still like glass there and shit.
Yeah, but it's still gotta hurt no matter.
Yeah, true. But you got the adrenaline, you know. You're fucked up when you gotta have all that adrenaline.
hole and rushes
You're not feeling nothing.
into the home, all in one fluid motion that makes you
On some
question
type
how
of
many
drugs.
times he's done this.
First at 6, a violent break-in caught on camera. A man busts through a front door to get inside.
Right, with no feet, no shoes, like
No shoes, no socks, no shirt, no nothing.
no
Just
no
shorts.
mask, just shorts.
He's responsible for a series of home break-ins.
A loud noise woke the homeowner and the two fought. While the homeowner in
He looks
question might have
mad.
been knocking on 71 years old, no unarmed robber is a match for someone with a gun. This, of course, sent the robber running. The homeowner shot at him but missed, and the suspect grabbed the gun and used it as a blunt force weapon. The neighborhood, alerted to the commotion, tracked the
shit.
suspect down, which led to the 26-year-old's arrest for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Check his feet. Check his feet.
The robber seemed all too proud. 26-year-old's
Anything on his feet?
No.
Any
Not on
blood?
that one.
arrest for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
That shit looked like
While
it
the robber
hurt.
seemed all too practiced, residents claim that incidents like this are exceedingly rare in their neighborhood. Unmasked Uvalde shooter caught before tragedy. While there's a good amount of footage in Uvalde shootings, this clip appears to show the crucial moment missed by authorities leading up to it. The gunman walks up to the front of the school, rifle in hand, descending on the doors with no hesitation. The clip is shaky and filmed from a faraway vantage point, but it captures his walk into the building, completely unimpeded as he walks across the grounds. We won't go too into detail about what happens next, as the tragedy is still fresh, but this was one intruder that should not have slipped past notice.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up.
This was the one. Oh.
This just gives me ideas for a podcast.
What?
What?
That's giving you ideas?
No. For a podcast. Like, talk about it on a podcast. Like, you know. Yeah. As well as, like, you know, like gun laws and shit. You know, that's for another video. Podcast
Dallas
coming
left
soon.
field shooter. This footage, thorough as it is, seems to show an armed assailant who slipped past anyone's attention.
It looks like routine at Dallas Love Field Airport. An Uber driver in the red car drops off Portia Odufua. Several surveillance cameras show her every move.
When she walks in, certainly there was no reason to pay her any mind. She looked like any other person making their way into the airport for a trip. The thing was, she had no baggage. Empty-handed, she made her way into the bathrooms. When she finally makes her way out, her hood is up, obscuring her just a bit more. The next thing you know, the clip shows as she walks into the busy terminal, pulling her gun out and shooting it into the air. Due to a police officer being on duty, they could take down the armed assailant without issue. Opening fire on a civilian is never a good thing. Still, this officer likely saved many lives by bringing down an unhinged, dangerous person. Most people ran quickly. Would you have been able to get away? Many people freeze in high-stress scenarios.
That's fucked up. Yo. The adrenaline in this officer right here.
You have been able to get away?
Gotta go crazy.
Look how training goes into effect, and he goes behind something solid.
Right, exactly. You know, you don't just like stand there and shoot. You know what I mean? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Many people freeze.
Good. It's good on the
in
officer
high-stress
part.
scenarios.
Yeah.
Would you?
Did he say where that was? U.S. Anywhere?
In Texas.
Texas. Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Fire tears through residences.
In Texas.
When things burn, they often burn fast. Fire tends to do that when things are dry. This Texas neighborhood caught nearly a dozen houses on fire in Balch Springs, Texas. Firefighters from the area, Dallas and Mesquite, all rushed to battle the rapidly engulfing grass fire. The air is thick with black smoke, but you can see the sharp line of fire as it tears through the neighborhood. While firefighters make their way up to the flames, it's hard to contain everything all at once. The fire is at a sharp angle as it follows the line of buildings almost directly. No matter how much water they put on the flames, it continues moving, turning everything in its path into a charred, blackened mess. It almost looks like a scene out of a movie, showing the once idyllic backyards of homes now
Wait, it looks like
engulfed
the smoke is reversed. Like it's going
Play it?
back.
and only getting
Look.
worse.
Oh,
Eventually, it
is.
moves from the fences and backyards as the smoke clears,
look
showing how
bad.
much damage had been
fuck?
done to the ground, which
Maybe it
looks
is.
almost
No, wait,
Photoshopped.
no.
It's so blackened.
No. 'Cause
These
and
poor
done-
people's
eventually
homes, though, like this
showing
is,
the once
this is
idyllic
fucked up. Like, look at this guy's home. Everything that he's ever bought, you know what I mean, or she ever bought just goes to waste. You know what I mean?
Or they.
Yeah, they thing.
backyards of homes now engulfed in
It's just
only
crazy what fires, what these little like stove fires or oven fires or microwave
Bro.
fires can cause. You know?
This is not no stove fire, microwave
Yeah, but
fire.
this could happen from one of those. You know what I mean? Like a grease fire, shit like that.
Yeah.
This happens, and then some people just don't know the proper way to isn't the proper way to take out a grease fire not with water, right? It's
Correct.
like I don't know what it is, but it's like
You put a
extinguisher.
towel over it. No. You put like a rag over it to try to kill the oxygen, and then you pull out a fire extinguisher.
Ah, right.
'Cause if you put water on the grease fire, it splatters and the fire goes everywhere.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, I feel like most like people that are like I'd say over the age of maybe like 20, 25 that have not been like taught that in school, you know what I mean? Don't really know that. And I think that's something that should be spread.
getting
Like
worse.
mom's legs.
Eventually, it moves from the fences
Huh?
and backyards as
Hmm?
the smoke clears, showing how much
Like your mom's
damage had
legs?
been done to the ground,
Okay.
which looks almost photoshopped,
Alright.
so blackened.
Okay.
Ring camera catches plant explosion. Sometimes a night will turn on you before you see it coming. This ring camera caught the faraway wreckage of the Port Neches plant explosion in 2019.
Damn.
What did that drop?
A lamp, I think. Like the covering of a lamp, I think.
The color,
Yeah.
almost an eldritch hue of purple, shows the chemicals interacting with the explosion
that's
and
fucked up.
flames in the distance. The noise breaks through, crashing as sound waves reach the camera. People make their
Jesus,
way
man.
outside to investigate the noise and quickly retreat. It's likely not safe to stay out, especially after an unknown explosion. They return, but only once the coast seems clear.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Plant explosion blows doors in.
That's scary. I definitely think it's like an alien invasion. And then I'd go on to tell everyone that an alien invasion happened. Yeah.
Of course, that's not the
And then everyone starts believing me.
only clip found. Ring doorbells are excellent as they catch things that might never have been seen before. Seemingly significantly closer, the explosion causes a wave that blows the door inwards. No one seems to be hurt, luckily, but the sheer force of it blasts the massive doors in.
God damn. Holy
We catch a glimpse of
man.
that purple, but it's far
Ooh, the Cowboys. No wonder they're on the fucking ground.
more pressing and dangerous
Jesus.
given this house's proximity. Before the last clip, since you watched until this point, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? We upload 2 new
ours.
creepy, disturbing, and downright scary videos every week, so make sure to stay up to date with our latest releases by getting those post notifications. If you enjoyed this one, we have plenty more for you on the channel, so you
Alright,
won't
guys.
want to miss a single one. Doorbell camera
shit, I thought that
footage
was the
saves
last
the
one.
day.
I thought that was the last one.
Sometimes some of the scariest things are the things that could have been. This homeowner acted fast, but this situation could have gone south much quicker. 4 masked men tried to get into a man's home, but before they could even try, the homeowner managed to scare them off. What he does is, he shoots off a gun, spooking them just enough to send them running. The camera was obscured in such a way that he was able to get a jump on the potentially dangerous altercation. They run, and later you see a truck drive off.
Oh shit.
Likely to hit up
something.
another residence, or perhaps to put the whole thing behind them.
Anyway, that's it. If you guys want to go check out Unpopular Notes on YouTube, like I said, I'll leave it in the description as well as this video.
What about me, bro?
Go ahead and subscribe and like the video. Leave a comment if you like. What about you? What about
Nah,
you?
fuck me. Nah, fuck me. So if we do make a podcast,
Yeah.
Tim's got to be in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim.
He's deafened.
Oh. Anyway, like we said, we might make a podcast in the future talking about conspiracies or controversial things that we think should be told, like about what's going on with the U.S. and all of its violence or gun laws, and how and what should be put into place and stuff with that, or like we said, just other like things that we find would be interesting to talk about, and that would kind of start discussions between each other. You know what I mean? Happens a lot, so I think that we're pretty good at that. Um, Always starting conversations about shit for no reason.
I think we're really good at that, and then it's two Canadians against two Americans.
Yeah, two Canadians, but yeah, which and I think that's good having two views of living. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just.
But they're.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe, leave a like. If you want to see more of these, let us know, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.